We're back. We're back. We're back. Week what's this? Week 15. Ravens facing the who's that we face? The Jets. The Jets Jets. Um Wanted to come to you live, before the game. Didn't get a chance to get a second video out with us playing on Thursday, so wanted to give you guys a chance to voice your opinion or see what you're anticipating the game and just throw a couple stats out there at you to kind of see what I want to get you guys feel for the game. This is your time to talk to me before the game. Most of the time I do all the talking and whatnot, so now is your time to get it out, say what you expect, and basically just talk ball with me. So without further ado, I'm gonna get right into it because I'm gonna try to be off here right at 8. So that give us right at 50 minutes to get in what we're gonna do and whatnot. So I'm gonna try to get off here right at 8. And if you guys can hear me good, let me get a thumbs up in the chat box real quick before I go on. Let me get a thumbs up in the chat box. Matter of fact, don't give me a thumbs up. Give me a hashtag purple Kool-Aid. If you can hear me good, give me a hashtag purple Kool-Aid. I'll wait on that, then I'll dive into what I got. Who's going to be the first? There we go. I knew Godson my man was coming through. I already knew it. He was coming through. I got somebody on the line already. Hold on. Godson on the line. Let's get this started. What up, fella? I'm good. How about yourself?
Man, I'm ready for some Ravens football, so I'm happy.
We got the night all to ourselves to showcase our talents. What you expecting tonight?
I'm expecting 38-10, Lamar 5 touchdowns. No, Lamar 3 touchdowns. And RG3 probably get a touchdown.
That's 3 rushing or a combination of rushing and passing?
Yeah, Ingram gonna get some too. So, matter of fact, Gus gonna get one. I want Gus to get one. And then Ingram probably get another one for Russell. That's 7, 14, 6, 12, 18, 20.
So you looking for a blowout?
Yeah, it's like six touchdowns.
So at least 42.
Touchdowns.
We're scoring at least 42.
Yeah.
The over under for this game is 45.
That'd be crazy.
You think they're gonna get over that?
I hope so. I think Lamar love that prime time action. You seen what he did to the Rams, so I think he's gonna be in his bag tonight.
Right.
But,
he definitely showed out against the Rams.
Say it again, who?
He definitely showed out against the Rams. Definitely.
And I hope he do it again tonight. I'm just calling Coach, man, because I got something on my chest. I listened to a dude.
Well, get it off.
I don't know his name. He was on the herd today.
Okay.
And this dude been hating on Lamar for forever. He gonna say he would rather take Sam Donald over Lamar Jackson right now.
Hold on. See? Now I gotta pull my iPad up, see who you talking about. Go ahead, keep talking.
I don't know why Lamar's still getting so much of hate, man. He's such a humble kid for real. And I don't see why he's still getting the hate, man. The media, they I don't know, man. But that was just so crazy. He said he'd take Sam Darnold. I see GOAT over Lamar Jackson. I'm like, it's crazy.
Wow. I'm trying to get there. I want to see who this is.
Say it again?
I said, I'm trying to see who this is.
I'm a matter of fact, he was on the show, The Herd.
Mm-hmm.
He was on there with
Colin Cowherd.
Yeah, not him, but it's another what's this dude, man? I'm gonna tell you his name. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, I got a clip up where he's talking about Lamar, but I don't see who the guest is. I'll find it.
His name is Doug Gallagher or something like that.
Gottlieb. Doug Gottlieb.
Yeah, I guess.
He a basketball dude, man.
He on Fox Sports Radio.
Yeah, he a basketball dude. That's Doug Gottlieb. Don't nobody value his opinion. He a basketball guy.
Oh, alright. So he like Stephen A. Smith for real.
Yeah, well, I respect Stephen A. little bit because he talking about something, but man, don't sweat that dude, man. He's a nobody as far as when it comes to deep, in-depth football knowledge. Now he good with his basketball. Now he knows basketball. I give him that. But this football thing, whatever.
What about Erkman? What's his name? Erkman, Mangini, I think, something.
Yeah, Mangini.
He used to be with the Patriots.
Yeah,
he always talks like for real.
He was the one that got Bill Belichick caught on the Spygate.
Yeah. So he was the one that got all the cheating.
Yeah, he was the one, he used to coach for him. He was like, I know what you be doing, just don't do it to me. When he was the coach of the Jets, and Bill did it anyway. But enough of them screws, man. Enough of them screws. Let's talk about our team. What I got a question for you, and this question is for everybody in the chat box and everybody that decides to call in. If we win this game and clinch, and should we sit the starters week 17 or play them a little bit or just don't play them at all?
I say play them the first half. Let Lamar and the starters play the first half just to stay warm because we're gonna get that whole bye week.
Right.
So you don't want them to be too cold. I mean, we the same teams going to the bye after the week and blow it because they not in football shape mentally.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I selfishly want them to play because that will be my first time in M&T Bank Stadium. So I selfishly want them to play. Man, I'm so excited about it. I'm so excited. That'll be my first time there, first time in Baltimore, and actually my first live Ravens game. Other than I was outside the Super Bowl when they played in New Orleans, and I was supposed to go to the game in Atlanta last year, but my ticket plug didn't come through till like 2 hours before game time, and that's a 4-hour drive. So this will be my first game, like all the way through in Baltimore against the Steelers. And the funny thing is, my mom and my dad are Steelers fans. So I hadn't told either one of them I'm going. I'm just going to send them a nice picture while I'm there. And I ain't worried about them seeing this because they old school. They ain't going to watch no darn YouTube.
No, man. Them Steelers ain't trying to die, man. They not, man. Them dudes, listen, he might be coach of the year in my opinion. He might deserve that. He got them boys still fighting, man. Them boys must want to make a wild card spot for real.
Wild card, yeah. They 7-5, I think, right?
They 7-5, and if they lose one more time, they done though. They gotta win these next 3.
Yeah. So they front 7 okay, and then Fitzpatrick back there. I don't know what they can do offensively.
Yeah, I mean they play Buffalo this week, so that's a tough game. So That ain't no pushover game. I mean, because what we did to them, even though the numbers on that game look much closer than what it really was.
Yes.
Like it should have been a blowout, but
yeah. Now, no. I don't want to downgrade Buffalo. Buffalo a solid team now. They're a solid team. They're a solid team, especially defensively. They don't have no real stars. Kind of like us. We got a star or two, maybe a superstar. They play ball. They just goddamn play ball. They play hard. Buffalo ain't no screw up team now. So a lot of people was talking about a blowout, against Buffalo. I was like, no, this game gonna be close. It's on the road, and they play defense. So I feel you on that. Last thing. What drive does Lamar break the record in? The rushing record.
What time do you break it?
What drive? First, second, third?
I'm going to say the first series. Because I'm about like first quarter, I think he going to have like 50 yards rushing. And the reason why is just kind of like, I feel like Lamar going to go out there just since they're making a big deal about his injury.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he hurt. So he going to go out there. Like, matter of fact, I hit you and said, they say Lamar gonna play. You wrote back and said, of not a serious injury.
Right.
He gonna go out there and run and let him know he gets like he ain't hurt. So
Exactly.
I think he's gonna get that like first quarter.
Exactly. That dude is a uber competitor. Uber.
He is.
And I love it. And he tough. He tougher than people give him credit for.
Definitely. And then the thing is, the reason why he's so, I think the reason why I like him so much is because he hard on himself. You can tell he one of them like Kobe Bryant type players. Like he want to be great. It ain't about what we say. It's about what he want.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? He really working to get that. Like, that's why I don't see how people be hating on him for real. But,
it's crazy.
Man,
I see he changed Whitlock's mind. Whitlock's on the bandwagon. Sorry about that.
There is one host and one participant in this conference.
That's what happens.
Please announce yourself.
Hello?
Yeah, that's me. That's what happens when your wife calls. And I'm using my phone.
Oh, all right. Well,
So,
all right, man. I'm going to get up off this phone, man.
it's all
Be
good.
safe, man.
It's all good. What I was finna say was, don't forget your purple Kool-Aid tonight before you go to bed. And get this dub.
Definitely, man.
Yeah.
If you do something else on our live stream, you know I'll be in.
I appreciate it, bro.
All right, no problem.
All right. I had a super chat, and I appreciate the super chat from that's what's that? Majin Bull 17. I appreciate the super chat, $5. He says, you worried about Greg Williams coaching dirty? Am I worried about it? Greg Williams has a knack to coach his guys hard, and it's a fine line between hard and dirty. Greg's gonna tell his guys to get after Lamar. Greg's gonna tell his guys to hit Lamar. Now, whether he's going to tell them to hit him low or to just hit him even though he obviously don't have the ball, I don't know. If Greg has any, and I want to say common sense because I really respect him because he's a good coach, any sense, he's not going to send those guys out there heading hunting for Lamar. Especially after Bounty Gate in New Orleans. And especially after a bunch of the Ravens, and I don't think Lamar said it, was talking about people hitting him, low and below the legs and, while he's in the pocket. Obviously, when he gets out the pocket, he's fair game. But, other Ravens have complained about guys taking hits on him. So, the referees are going to keep their eye on him because Lamar's up there with that must-see TV now. The NFL is going to protect their guys that are must-see TV. Tom Brady, A-Rod, or other premier quarterbacks out there. All I can think of was Tom Brady and A-Rod. But they're going to protect them guys because they want them to be on TV when the time comes. But Greg's, it's a fine line between dirty and hard-nosed. It really is a fine line between dirty and hard-nosed. And I just want to give him the benefit of the doubt and say he's a hard-nosed coach. Even though I know you know what? Now I think about it, I was listening to ESPN radio this morning. And they talked about toeing the line. And the definition they said of toeing the line was getting right up to the point of breaking the rules. And if you break them, you like barely over the line. If they catch you, they catch you. If they don't, you just keep pushing it until they kind of give you some pushback. So I think Greg Williams toes the line in coaching, if that makes sense to you. He toes the line in coaching. He gets after his guys. He has a lot of good defensive packages. He has some extravagant blitz packages. And he coaches hard. He's a big time motivator. He's the opposite of Tony Dungy. Tony Dungy is, okay guys, come on, motivate you, look at your stern. Greg Williams in your face spitting MF for GD and all that stuff. Greg, okay, he dirty. I tried to defend him. Okay, he's dirty. But guys must love him because he keeps getting a job. People in the NFL must love him because he keeps getting a job all the time. So he's doing something right. He got to be doing something right. Okay, I got Craven on the line. Let's see what Craven talking about. What's up, Craven?
Hey, what's good, Coach? I haven't talked to you in a while. It's been a minute.
Yeah, I know. We've been missing each other. The last time I think I went live, you actually went to the game. And then last week I drove. I had like a 7 hour drive there and a 7 hour drive back, and I just didn't feel like live streaming. So it's been about 2 or 3 weeks. I'm gonna give you the same questions. I'm gonna give you the same questions I gave Godson. Say it again.
What was that? I was saying I'm actually at work right now, so I almost missed you, but step out a little bit. Gotta get this call in. It's only me and one other guy, so it's chill.
I got you. What if we clinch? I want your opinion. If we clinch tonight, what do we do week 17?
I think you treat it like a preseason game. I don't think you sit anybody until you clinch the first seed. If you clinch the first overall, I don't care if we clinch the division. It's awesome. It's going to be great when we do that tonight. But I mean, I don't think we even rest anybody until we clinch the first overall seed, the number 1 seed. I think that's most important. Having home field throughout the entire playoffs, and then once we do that, if we happen to win this week and then the Chiefs and the Patriots lose this week, I think we get it. But I mean, I think if we win next week, then we clinch the first seed. Like no matter what, if we just win outright, so then week 17, I'd say you play them first half. But I mean, if we don't clinch the first overall seed, then I don't want to see him resting anybody. I heard someone say the classic cliche, do what got you there.
Right.
If what got you there will get you there, kind of like some dumb phrase like that. But, do what you've been doing.
Like I was telling Godson, I selfishly don't want him to sit him at least. I want him to at least play a half week 17. But I do want us to clinch the division and clinch the first seed. And I think if we win this week, I think it's going to be real tough for anybody to catch us if we win tonight. Because even if the Patriots finish with the same record, the Patriots finish with the same record, we got the tiebreaker on them. And everybody that's a top seed, we got the tiebreaker on. So I think if we win tonight, we pretty much got it, I think. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah.
But if we win tonight, it's
just
close.
one of those things, it's like we could fall apart and the Patriots could win out, or I think it's actually the Chiefs that have a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Like if they win out and we lose out, we'll be tied.
Yes, because the Chiefs beat us. Yes.
I think it's something like that.
Yes, because the Chiefs beat us.
It's unofficially, if we win, it's kind of unofficially like locked, but you can't rest on that.
Feel you.
But I mean,
how you think the game gonna go tonight?
You're going to that week 17? You said you're going to that game?
Yes, I am. I am going to that game.
Hey, tape up your eyeballs because Lamar's going to juke your eyes.
That's what I'm hoping he plays. I'm hoping. Even if he don't play, I'm gonna have a blast.
Him live, man. It's worth it. It's so worth it. When that juke move that was the big juke of that 49ers game, I was up in the stands. He juked me. I'm looking over at the wrong way. I'm like, what the hell just happened? Like, that was awesome, man. That was a fun experience. It was rainy and cold, but I mean, get a few beers in you, and you're watching Ravens football live. It's a great atmosphere. I know it's going to be howling tonight. I know I'm expecting some MVP chants. I'm expecting some stats to be put up on the board of Lamar breaking some records. I'm expecting Sam Darnold to go on a Baltimore ghost tour. I'm expecting a big win.
I'm looking for first off for the record to be broken early and get that out the way. Get that drama, whatever it is, get it out the way. And I'm looking for us to pound the rock. The only thing that bothers me is, like somebody just said in the chat box, Stanley's not playing. Yeah. That's what bothers me.
Is it official he's not playing?
I think Dustin Roberts just put in the chat box, say no Ryan Stanley.
Okay.
And I got the pregame on behind me, but obviously I had to turn the sound down. Big trust.
Big trust.
I'm so excited about tonight.
I want to hear a big trust chant. I want to hear a big trust chant at the bank. I think that'd be hilarious.
That would be. Everybody throwing the little hand signals. Big trust.
Yeah.
But hey, how good of a teammate has Mark Ingram been?
I think that's the best thing about it. It's not even his ability on the field. And he's producing on the field. He's a great player. But what he brings in the locker room, that is like some Super Bowl solidifying type. I don't know, because it's all about attitude in the locker room. It's all about how you feel as a team. And when you got a guy like Mark Ingram bringing everybody together, he's the glue, right, to this sweet Ravens team. I mean, he's bringing the leadership in the running back room and on the offense, just being a vet himself. But he's bringing all the energy. He's got the energy of like a 5-year-old. It's like this guy's on a sugar high. I don't understand it.
Right. His energy, his aura that we just see on the little snippets that they show every week. I'm sure live and in person on that sideline, it's 100 times more electric than that. I'm sure he's like that and he can do that because he ain't carrying the ball 20, 30 times, so he can have energy to do that.
And his whole career's been like that too. So it's only going to continue. He's never had the bulk of the carries, or if he did, it was never like an extraordinary amount. It was never too crazy not to handle.
Yeah, somebody else just said that the Ravens just sent out Stanley not playing.
Okay.
So as my guy Joe Nubo says, Jane Worst is probably in the starting lineup.
Not a huge fan of that, but I mean, if it's going to be against any team, might as well be the Sorry Jets. They got literally their whole team is questionable, so we'll see. I mean, I have a hard time believing that they're going to do anything. I mean, their offense is, to use a big word, abysmal, just trash.
Somebody said that Quinn Williams is out too.
Yep.
Somebody
I
said.
remember seeing he was questionable with the neck, so.
And I don't know if people saw it or not, but I did a draft video on Quinn Williams. Man, that
good.
Next year, he could if they're healthy, all around him. I bet he would push for Defensive Player of the Year next year. He's that good. If the pieces around him healthy, the pieces around him got to be healthy too. He's just that good. But I'm glad he's not playing tonight. Let's get this double-digit victories in a row and keep it pushing.
Oh yeah. I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
Last week versus the Bills, Lamar coming out in the white sleeves, the white glove. Do you think that was a troll job, or do you think it's just coincidence?
I think it was a troll job. Me personally.
Yeah,
me personally think it was a troll job. Especially after what the guy from San Francisco said. I think it was a troll job.
Yeah, because I remember saying that on the podcast. Like, that was for sure him trying to troll everybody. And then someone commented later. It was like, that was not proven. That's not the voice I put to it. But he's like, that was not proven. That it's not a guaranteed thing that happened. I was like, come on, you got to put 2 and 2 together. It wasn't that cold. It was way colder in the Ravens game.
I mean, because they'll wear no sleeves and just run to the sideline and put a jacket on during the game. So, and as I say that, a picture of him is up with the white sleeves. But they'll put those sleeves on and do that. They won't necessarily. I mean, so they'll go without sleeves and just go to the sideline and put a jacket on.
Yeah.
So that to me that was all troll, and he took them off at halftime.
Yeah, right. He's like, hey, it wasn't working, so I'm gonna go back. Maybe the guy was right. I mean, hey, he wasn't playing well with those white sleeves on.
Exactly. Will you be able to watch the game, or you got to work through it?
Oh, I get off work. Well, I'm in Mountain Time, so the game for me starts at 6:20, and I don't get off till 7. So I'm gonna be watching it, kind of half watching it and listening to it.
Gotcha.
But I mean, I'll get home and eventually just watch it. But I'll be listening to it. So speaking of that, I do got to get back in there.
Okay.
Get some work on.
I appreciate you calling in and taking the time to be with us. And
hey, no problem.
Definitely, we'll get together probably sometime in the early part of the week to talk about this game.
Oh yeah, man, I can't wait.
All right, bro.
To talk to you after this big Ravens win and divisional clinching game. Can't wait to get the hats out. Buy me a AFC North champion T-shirt. It was better than last year's, but can't wait.
I'm looking at Lamar now in pregame warm up, and it's 30 degrees in Baltimore right now. He has no sleeves on, so definitely a troll job last week.
Are they doing black jerseys, purple pants?
I think I saw black on black.
Okay.
So yeah, it's black on black.
Hell yeah, I love that combo.
And the Jets got on white tops and green pants.
All right, for sure. Well, I'll catch you
I appreciate you. Let me get out. Let me hang this one up. There it is. All right. That was Cravens and Raven. If you don't know who that is, he has a podcast called Cravens and Raven, where he talks, Baltimore stuff. Once or twice a week, he talks about his betting and all that good stuff. But I want the chat box to do me a favor. In the chat box for this first session, I want you to write in who's going to be the offensive star for tonight. Write in the chat box who's going to be your offensive star for tonight. And since I know this is a little delayed, I'm going to give you my offensive star for tonight. My offensive star for tonight is going to be Willie Snead. Willie Snead's going to have 6 to 7 catches, 2 TDs. That's my offensive star for tonight. Willie Snead, 6 to 7 catches, 2 touchdowns. Ing Raven in this thing? If it is, I missed it on the what's called. If he is, what's up, Ing Raven? Appreciate you guys being here. Appreciate all you guys in here that's in the chat box waiting to get this game started. While they're showing a montage of 23 yards shy of breaking the NFL single season rushing record by a QB. Man. So we got Hayden Hurst, Hollywood, so far, Lamar. All right, so about to get some dinner done before this game starts. I'll see you after the game. Take it easy. Road to Miami, baby. It do go through Baltimore. Big shout out to you, Chief. I appreciate you tuning in. Don Boykins. So let me ask you this question, Don. What gives you the inclination that Boykins going to have a breakout game? Why do you think Boykins going to have a breakout game offensively? Give me that reason for that inclination. Because I would really love for somebody other than Hollywood Brown at the receiver position to catch balls. I really would. And I think going into this playoff run, another receiver is going to have to step up. Another receiver is going to have to earn Lamar's trust. We can go straight tight ends in Hollywood and back, but we need another receiver to open this thing completely up. And I got some stats here. I'll run through them, while we kind of waiting. In comparison to the Jets. The Jets are 5-8. We're 11-2. All right, we've scored 430 points, which I think is the most in the Ravens' history, I think. Don't quote me, don't hold me to that. And they've only scored 226. We've given up 236 points. They've given up 301. So their point differential is not bad. It's like, 65 points. Total offense, we are second at 104 yards a game. They're 31st with 271. The turnover margin, which is big. We're +8, which puts us 6th in the league. Their -5 would push them 22nd in the league. So at the bottom tier turnover margin. So we need to get some turnovers and kind of run this game on out. Okay, I just had to check box. All right, scoring defense. We're 5th, giving up 18 points a game. They're 18th, giving up 23 points a game. So look at the difference between 5th and 23rd. The 5th ranked team gives up 18 points a game. The 23rd ranked team the 18th ranked team gives up 23. So it's a total of 18 spots, 5 points. So you got 17 teams between 18 points a game and 23 points a game. So that tells you how much, how tight the NFL is. Everybody, just because you got a 2-8 team or whatever their record is, the discrepancy in points and scoring and defending is not a whole lot. Every point matters. 3 points, safeties, extra points, they all matter. And the more you can get early, the better it is late in the game. A few more stats. Scoring offense, we're number 1. Like Nelly, we are number 1. 33 points a game. The Jets are 29th out of 32 teams in scoring offense at 17 points. Toward at the bottom tier. So these cats, I'm going to say better not. They should not score no more about 10, 13 points. I'm gonna leave it at that. All right, again, Lamar is 23 yards shy of the rushing record. I think he'll get that in the first and second series. I don't think he's as hurt as people were making it out to be. So I think he'll play. I think Lamar will be Lamar tonight. I don't think there's a lot as far as precipitation in the forecast. I know it's cold. I don't know what the wind's like either. And people made a big deal about Lamar's numbers last week, but the wind had played a factor in that. The wind played a factor in him throwing the ball like that. So you got to keep that in mind that the elements kind of limit you in your passing game, especially if you don't have a rifle like John Elwell, some of those other guys had. If we clinch, I've been asking everybody else this question. If we clinch tonight or next week, what should we do week 17? I personally want them to play. But from a coach's standpoint, I think they should play like maybe the first quarter, the first half, and then get them out of there. First quarter, first half, get them out of there. Especially if we have the number one seed locked up. First quarter, first half, get them out. And I hate to say that because I would love to see them play the whole game because this is the first time I'm getting there. But got to be smart because we want to play up until February. So that's my 2 cents on what we should do if we clinch. Start a game offensively. I already gave you. That was Willie Snead. Now let's go into the start of the game defensively. Who's you guys' start of the game defensively? My start of the game is going to be Jahad Ward. My star of the game is going to be Jahad Ward. Type in the comment section or the chat box. Who's going to be your star of the game? I got Jahad Ward looking at 2 sacks and 4 tackles from the defensive tackle position. 2 sacks and 4 tackles. I think they're going to try to block Judon since he's having a lot of success. And we blitz a lot, so I think that's going to free up to the defensive lineman once they go in to do their thing. So I see Judon in the chat box. Will Hunter, he says I'm with you on that. So shout out to Will Hunter. I think I like Ward. I really do like Ward. He's big and super athletic. Devin Duke says Marcus Peters gonna bring another pick 6 back. We hope. Bynes been solid. How good has Bynes and Fort been for us? How good of pickups are those? We talking about defensive, V Singer. Jalen Ferguson. On the Clippers Ravens. I don't know if you saw my last video. Ferguson needs a counter to that power move. He needs a counter to that power move. His power move is awesome. He needs a counter though. Tank 24/7 says Marcus Peters. We need to stop the run. Well, we definitely got to stop the run. We have to play. We need to beat the Browns. Remove that stain. Keep still out of playoffs. Suggs. Brain Freeze says Suggs. That's a good one. Man, old Suggs. Old T-Sizzle. I miss T-Sizzle. But he made a choice. He wanted to go home for I'm assuming his last year or last couple years. And look what he missing out on. Grass ain't green on the other side. It's greener where you water it. And M&T is watered. Look at that field. It's beautifully green. Cold as it is. Beautifully green. And I see Fox got Tony Gonzalez hating blank on the screen. Tony Gonzalez be hating on Lamar too now. I don't know if y'all watch what's that guy? Whitlock show with LeVar Arrington and I forget the other guy. And Tony Gonzalez. He be hating. He's slick hating. Oh yeah, V Singer. I hope Earl Earl's been playing better. But he got his first sack last week. Earl's been playing better and better. Ferguson saving his hand for the playoffs. Okay, I give you that. Because if he is really, I give you that. Earl with 2 picks tonight. Hey, I'm here for it. And you know what? I am glad to see Hurst getting involved too. All 3 of those tight ends get involved, and that kind of takes the pressure off Andrews, especially if he kind of banged up a little bit. Is Andrews going to play? Anybody seen the scouting report or the injury report on Andrews? Is he going to play tonight? Somebody let me know. Because, I have it on, but it's turned down because I don't want a copyright situation here. And also, hey, the phone line's open too. We got time for maybe one more caller. The phone line's open. And hit the like button. I also appreciate, let me see my guy. I don't want to mispronounce his name. My Jing Bull 17 for the 2 super chats. I appreciate you. Dropped the 5 spot, then a deuce. We appreciate you. Again, hit the like button. Let me go ahead and give you my lineup for the week. So Saturday morning, whenever I get the film, my Patreon subs are going to get the first video this time. So they had been getting the last video. And I'm going to put them first this week. So Saturday morning sometime, or Saturday afternoon sometime, they're going to get the first video of the week. I'm going to try to put the next one out Monday morning. And then maybe the last one of the week Wednesday morning, since we got a little extra time, since this game's being played on Thursday. So that's kind of my schedule for the week. We're going to go Saturday, Monday morning, Wednesday morning. So, we'll get 3 videos out of this. And that's the schedule for the week. So you guys are up to date on how we're going to roll. And I got some things, like my football season's over with. Had we made it to the state championship, it's tonight. Matter of fact, it started 45 minutes ago. My classification state championship started 45 minutes ago. And the team that's from the North Hazard State that's playing, I actually talked to and gave them a few things that I did against the team they beat that worked. And they used them a little bit and it helped them out. They just didn't make the mistakes like we made. So they took the advice I gave them, and I'm not trying to take the credit for it. They got their own coaching staff or whatnot. But they took the little advice I gave them, used it, and added with their stuff to it, and just didn't make the same mistakes we made and beat those guys. And now they playing for the state championship tonight. But that's my time, whatever. Let me go through the chat box. Let me go through here and send some shout outs before we close this thing down and get ready for the game. Make sure everybody had a purple Kool-Aid for this game tonight. And if it ain't purple, pretend like it's purple. Brain Freeze, I appreciate you being in here and being active. Dustin Roberts, Chief. I know Chief said he had to go cook. Carlo, big trust, buddy. What's the B word? My Mississippi guy from the Bird. Living in Memphis now. Oh, we got our last caller. Let's see who we got. Craven calling back. This dude don't want to do no work. Craven ain't going to do no work. Oh, this not Craven. Go ahead. Who we got on the line right here? Hello?
It's Will, man.
Go ahead.
Hello?
I'm here. What's good with you?
Hey, how's it going?
I'm good.
Man, Coach Evans, man, appreciate your work, man, what you be doing, man, especially breaking down the film or whatnot, man.
I appreciate you watching. I really do.
But, I'm pretty much in agreement, though, as far as, like, I think tonight's key, I think we can tackle my early.
Mm-hmm.
We just got to stop that run, man. Lev Bell, man, we got to come down on that because I feel like that's the only thing that they got. And jump on them early, force them to pass that ball, get them up out that run game, get them up out that quick passing game, especially with Lev Bell.
Yep. You
know how Lev Bell is coming out that backfield. But tonight I think it should be a relatively easy game, man. I think we should. Well, I'm not gonna say easy, but I think we should, go ahead and handle business the way you've been doing. And get ready. Go ahead and get that break. And I'm with you too. Like with the Lamar Jackson, how they blowing it out of. I don't really think he's that hurt. I think they more said it during the press conference just to kind of get it out there. Like, hey, Rels, you guys got to look at this. But I don't think
just in case he don't practice.
I think Lamar gonna have a real big game.
Yeah, I think they said that just in case he don't practice this week.
Right. And I was saying the same thing because it kind of looked crazy, but it's like, you got a Thursday game, so it's like, what I'm saying? It's like they kind of blew it out of proportion, like, oh, he's limited in practice and this, that, and the third. It's like, how much practice you thought he was supposed to do? But yeah, man. But Coach Evans, man, I just appreciate what I'm saying, what you do. You and Ezra, man, man, y'all right now. Y'all the best out there breaking down that film, man.
I I appreciate it.
Best breaking down that film. And I want to ask you, man, can we please get some Chuck Clark film, man? Because he's been an unsung hero on that defense.
I need to do something on Chuck. Definitely. Since he's got the green dot, you are so right. I need to do some Chuck Clark stuff. And I'm gonna write that down and try to remember it. Because since he put that dot on his head, kid been balling.
What? And I remember when we got him, I was like, but he came a long way. I was not expecting this. It's been a lot of everybody. Like I think everybody get caught up in that in the Lamar thing, and they don't really realize like they get caught up in the Peters too, the Humphreys. But I think the two, like outside of those additions that we made, I think the two cats on defense that I feel like go really unnoticed is the Turtle.
What did he play? Tell me what position he play.
Yeah, I think it's him. I'm sorry, Coach Evans. I think it's him, Chuck Clark. Before I say it's Chuck Clark, and Jimmy Smith.
Jimmy Smith. Okay, yeah.
Those two guys, they been playing unbelievable. They've been playing ever since he put the green dot on his head, and Jimmy came back.
Mm-hmm.
And people not really giving Jimmy they're not giving him a lot of credit because of the injury deal or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
They don't give him a lot. But Jimmy's been playing out of this world, and he really opens up what we do.
Yep.
But yeah, man, I greatly appreciate it if you can get some Chuck Clark film in, man.
We'll definitely put that on the list to get out to the people because he's been doing a phenomenal job since then. And I'm gonna give you my two underrated people on defense, Pierce and Williams. Because if you notice, when one of them does not play, we struggle stopping the run.
Man, you're not lying. You're not lying at all, man. Like Pierce, I'm not gonna lie to you. Pierce, he been like another, and that's why. And I'm in a lot of Ravens fan pages, on Facebook. I'm in a couple, and a lot of cats they try to talk down on they was kind of like giving Ivy a bad, like Ivy, like kind of like he wasn't doing his job because we wasn't kind of getting over that hump. But people got to realize he really set the table for Eric DeCosta. Now, don't get it twisted. DeCosta been doing his thing.
Mm-hmm.
He's been doing his thing. But a lot of those, nobody wasn't worried about Mike Pierce.
Right.
To keep it 100, like, I don't know where they hit. How you do it? He do a good job of finding these cats, man. And, and I'm with you on that one.
Great pickups.
Brandon Williams, Brandon Williams and Mike Pierce, those are the anchors.
Yep.
It starts with them.
Yep.
It starts and it ends with them.
Yep.
Because without one of them, it's done done. I'm talking about it's dead game.
Yep.
It's dead game.
And it's like when you talk about DeCosta. When you talk about DeCosta, just think about them pickups. L.J. Ford was at home watching TV. Bynes was at home watching TV. Jahad Ward was at home watching TV. Pecco was at I think Pecco may have been on somebody's practice squad. And you trade for Peters. DeCosta might be the MVP of the team. Next to Lamar.
Man, I'm going to put it to you like this. Let's not stop there. It shocked the hell out of me to get Earl Thomas.
You didn't it? I just knew Earl was going to Dallas.
The Mark Ingram deal was like, huh?
I just knew Earl was going to Dallas.
Man, what? I didn't know. I knew he wasn't going to Dallas because I knew Dallas didn't have the money to pay him.
Mm-hmm.
I knew Dallas didn't have the money to pay him, so I knew he wasn't going there. But Coach Evans, man, when you doing another call-in show?
Probably Monday afternoon, so we can talk about what happened in this game tonight. So probably Monday afternoon.
Okay, that'll work, man. I'm gonna go ahead and let you go, man. I gotta get to my trailer.
I appreciate you.
I just want to call in and show some love, man, and
I sure appreciate you calling in because that you got us to the time. It's about time to watch the game. You got a spot set up where you can watch the game?
You said what?
You got a spot set up where you can watch the game at? Oh, you hung up. So, I hope you got a spot set up where you can watch the game. That was a good call. Appreciate you calling in. Real good call. And so, Let me run through this chat box, and I'm going to get ready to shut this thing down. Hey, if you hadn't hit the like button, please do so. Please do so. I appreciate the guys that contributed to the live stream. And I also got a few people I need to shout out. Let me shout them out real quick. I got a few people I need to shout out. Give them some love. Because they didn't join the Patreon. If I can find it on my phone. Give me 1 second. There it is. Got a few people I want to shout out. Shout out, I'm going to just go last name because I don't want to put everybody's business out there. Thomas, that joined today and sent me a message. Joshua. We got Buzz Kirk joined. We got my guy that's always in here. Avril may be in here. I think I saw him earlier. If not, I thought I did. And we got 2 other guys. So the Patreon's coming along a little bit. I appreciate those guys. And they get dibs on videos. And if they say, hey, coach, I want to see a film on XYZ, they get it. They going to get it. They hadn't pulled that card yet, but they going to get it because they're a Patreon subscriber. And I appreciate them guys, man. I appreciate all you guys for tuning in. The game's about to start. I'm going to be on Twitter, live tweeting and kicking the actual factual and going on. So, hey, if you want to hit me up on Twitter while the game going on, it's at Coach Evans 9. Instagram is Sip the Tally Films. And you obviously are here, so you know my YouTube page. All my little PayPal type stuff is in the description. I got a Teespring page with shirts on and whatnot. You got Ravens Roundup shirts, Sip the Tally shirts, No Block, No Rock shirts, which is a thing that I always say. And you guys will definitely hear that again because I'm filming again tomorrow with Ken on his Ravens podcast. And we'll tweet that out when it goes. Now, I'm going to talk about a little defense with Ken McCusick tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. It's probably come out late Friday night or Saturday morning. Be on the lookout for it. And I appreciate you guys tuning in. It's Coach Evans. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, Coach Evans 9. And get your purple Kool-Aid. Don't forget about it. Get your purple Kool-Aid. Go Ravens.